you. Nicole Gardner, followed by Ashley Mahon.
Okay, thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Nicole Gardner, the director of the nonprofit Facing Homelessness. Homeless advocates are requesting that you acknowledge the Right to Rest Act by having a safe place for the homeless to reside where they are not being harassed. We're requesting that you end the homeless sweeps and raids in the city that take away things that the homeless community need for survival. And we're asking that you provide a safe location for homeless individuals and cars to park. I would like to thank Ms. Joy Motz and Mr. Lamar Thorpe for their compassion for not only the homeless community, but for all of Antioch's residents by addressing this homeless crisis that affects us all on a daily basis. The meetings have been extremely informative, and I am so excited for us to just all be having discussions and coming up with ideas to help the homeless in the city. I was really touched by City Manager Ron Burnell's statements that he made at last night's meeting. He stated that homelessness is not a crime. He said that this is a very important issue to him. He seemed very sincere. He was also responsible for providing the porta potties that they have now placed downtown. So thanks for that. I don't know how the other city council members feel about our homeless crisis. I haven't heard them express their feelings and thoughts about our homeless community, but I am happy and relieved to see that there are at least a few of you who don't carry the same views as the leader of our city. As for you, Mayor Wright, I thank you for your apology to the few of us who were here, who live in the city, but I truly believe that you need to apologize to your constituents that you lied to, that you tried to make believe that our homeless community were just drug addicts and had mental illness problems. The statements you made were meant to cause division, and we don't need division. We need those same people that you were talking to come to these meetings and to work with us to try to find solutions that benefit them, us, and our homeless community. So I think you should publicly, on your social media, that your followers follow, let the community know that you were misinformed, that you are learning, and that you realize that there are so many other reasons why people could end up homeless. Until you can bring this community together and make statements that can unite us, I will continue to come for you. I will continue to hold you accountable. Because honestly, that reminds me of someone else who chose to use a group of people who some already thought were a nuisance and played on their fears and used that just to get elected. Who didn't use words like drug addict, but used words like rapist to describe a group of people. That ain't gonna happen in my city and our city. Antioch will be united, not divided. Thank you.
Ashley Mahon.
Mayor, City Council, thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm here to ask the City Council to consider permit parking so people that are experiencing homelessness can have a safe place to sleep. I'm also asking the city to end the raids on the homeless camps, as it's causing, it's not solving anything, and it's causing nonprofits to come to be reactive instead of proactive, because we just have to come back in the community immediately and replace what was taken. People are losing medications, IDs, and then that in turn is costly to the county, who has to come out in the form of CORE and replace people's medicines. Or they have to give a voucher for a new license, and then we have to go to Social Security office and get a new Social Security card. So all that effort for just leaf blowing somebody down the block with no belongings is a waste of resources. The 2018 Right to Rest Act, it's important that the city reviews and acknowledges what that stands for. That same act is what caught the city of Fresno in a lawsuit that resulted in a $2.2 million favor for the homeless people. So if there is no shelter for these people to go to, then their encampment should not be taken down. Thank you.
Are there any